Today we'll discuss Gibbs paradox. In the present class, we are going to look at a paradox which arose with the development of statistical thermodynamics. This paradox, because of a very simple observation, when entropy of an ideal gas was derived and was found that the entropy, which has to be an extensive property, was not turning out to be an extensive quantity. Hence, there is a paradoxical situation known as the Gibbs paradox. So, we will discuss the paradox. This paradox is because of a very simple observation. When entropy of an ideal gas was derived, and it was found that the entropy, which has to be an extensive quantity, was not turning out to be an extensive quantity. Hence, there is a paradoxical situation. So, entropy should be an extensive quantity, but it is not turning out as an extensive quantity. This is known as Gibbs paradox. To discuss the Gibbs paradox elaborately, let us start first with some samples of two different ideal gases. Let us consider two different ideal gases separated by a partition. Two ideal gases separated by partition. One containing N1 molecules and other containing N2 molecules. This is system 1 has volume V1. This system 2 has volume V2. Now both the gases are at the same temperature T and pressure P. Okay? Now this gas sample contains N1 number of molecules, this contains N2 number of molecules, this has volume V1, this has volume V2, and though both the gases are maintained at a constant temperature T and P. Constant temperature pressure T and P. Now if the partition is removed, so this is if the partition is removed, okay, the two gases will mix. That is, they will diffuse into one another. Now, there will be no change in energy so long as the temperature remains constant. So, there will be no change in energy so long as the temperature remains constant. Now, we will calculate the resulting change in entropy. So, here we will calculate the resulting change in entropy. Now, entropies of the system before mixing. First of all, we calculate the entropy of this system before mixing. This is S1. S1 is equals to N1K ln V1 plus 3 by 2 N1K within bracket 1 plus ln 2 pi M1 KT by A square. Okay? And S2, this is the entropy of the system 2. This is equals to N2K ln V2 plus 3 by 2 Nk within bracket 1 plus ln twice pi M2 KT by A square, where M1 and M2 are the masses of the molecules of the gas 1 and 2 respectively. 1 and 2 respectively. So, the gas 1, the molecular mass is M1, and this is for the gas 2, molecular mass equals to M2. Okay. Now, the entropy of the composite system before mixing. So, this is equals to sigma I equals to 1 to 2 Si. This is the initial before mixing. This is equals to S1 plus S2. Now, when the partition is removed and the diffusion is complete, the gases mix and occupy total volume V1 plus V2. So, when the partition is removed, this volume is equals to V1 plus V2. Okay? So, these molecules, N1 molecules, now can move anywhere within the volume V1 plus V2. Similarly, these N2 molecules can move anywhere within the volume V1 plus V2. The temperature and pressure of mixture remaining same. Here the temperature and pressure remains same. Hence, the change in entropy for each component in the process of mutual diffusion, that is when the mixing is going on, when the diffusion has been completed. So, there will be change in entropy. So, change of entropy for this system as well as there will be change in entropy for this system. So, both these systems, there will be change in entropy for both these systems. Now, if we consider the change in entropy for the system 1 is delta S1, then this is equals to N1K ln V1 plus V2 because total volume has become equals to V1 plus V2 minus N1K ln V1. Okay? So, this is equals to N1K ln V1 plus V2 by V1. You can easily calculate this. And similarly, delta S2, the change in entropy for the system 2, this is equals to N2K ln V1 plus V2 by V2. Okay? So, this is the change in entropy for the system 1, this is the change of entropy for the system 2 when there is mixing. There was a total change in entropy of the system delta S. This is equals to delta S1 plus delta S2. So, if we add this two, this one with this one, then we get equation number 4. That is K N1 ln V1 plus V2 by V1 plus N2 ln V1 plus V2 by V2. Now, V1 plus V2 is greater than V1. Again, V1 plus V2 is also greater than V2. So, this ratio is positive. This ratio is also positive. So, delta S is positive. So, the value of delta S for mixing of the two gases is positive. Now, this result is experimentally correct. Why? Now, this diffusion process is irreversible one. This diffusion process is irreversible one. Why it is irreversible? By reinserting the partition, the system 1 and 1 would obtain two samples of the mixture and not the two pure gases that were originally present before mixing. That is, if we refix the partition here, if we refix the partition here, then this will contain a mixture of gases, not pure N1. Similarly, this part will contain, this part, if we place the partition, refix the partition here, reinsert the partition here, this will contain mixture of gases. It will contain both N1 and N2. Similarly, this portion will also contain N1 and N2. So, we can't go back to the original condition. So, original pure gases will not be obtained. And not the two pure gases that were originally present before mixing. So, this diffusion process is irreversible because by inserting the partition, the system 1 would obtain two samples of the mixture and not the two pure gases. The system 1 and 2. 1 and 2 here will be. 1 and 2 would obtain two samples of the mixtures and not the two pure gases that were originally present before mixing. So, we can't be back to the original condition. So, the irreversible process. Now, in an irreversible process, there is always increase in entropy. Therefore, entropy of the combined system must increase. Okay. Now, when does the paradoxical situation occur? Now, paradoxical paradoxical situation arises when we consider mixing of two samples of the same gas. So, when we consider the mixing of samples, two samples of the same gas, then the paradoxical situation arises. Now suppose two equal volumes of the same gas containing same number of molecules at the same temperature and pressure are separated by a partition. That is the case. Here is two equal volumes, this volume and this volume same, equal volumes of the same gas containing same number of molecules. Here the number of molecules is n, here also the number of molecules n. Okay? Under same temperature and pressure, here temperature pressure Tp, here is the temperature pressure Tp, are separated by a partition. Okay? Now, initial entropy of the system before mixing, this is Si. So Si will be S1 plus S2. Now S1 equals to S, same entropy. S1 equals to S because the same entropy is same. So this is 2S. So this will be equals to 2nk ln V plus 3 by 2 ln 2 pi mkt by S square plus 3 by 2. Here S1 equals to S2 is S. Now after mixing, if we remove the partition here, the final entropy of the system becomes S final. This is equals to 2nk ln 2V because here it becomes, volume becomes 2 as V. 2nk, n becomes 2n. This is 2n, so this becomes SF equals to 2nk. Here both the volume and number of molecules has been doubled. So this is equal to 2nk ln 2V plus 3 by 2 ln 2 pi mkt by S square plus 3 by 2. Here, this is SF, Si, and this is SF. Here you see, the entropy of the final state SF not equals to Si. And delta S, that is SF minus Si, equals to 2nk ln 2. If we subtract this one from this, then we will get this equals to 2 ln k2. This indicates the removal of the partition function. This indicates the removal of the partition function between the equal volume of the same ideal gases causes an increase in entropy. So if we equal volume of two gases are separated by a partition and the partition is removed, then we expect an increase in entropy. Which means that the entropy is not turned out as an extensive property. In other words, we say that there is violation of extensiveness property of entropy. Why? Because had entropy been here as an extensive quantity, then delta S should be equal to 0. Now what is an extensive property? The magnitude of the is additive. It is of the property of the extensive property. The magnitude of the extensive property is additive for subsystems. The property changes with size. As the size changes, the property will also change. The size of the system. So if S is a function of alpha n, alpha v, alpha e, if entropy is an extensive property, then we can write alpha into S. This is alpha times of S. Is n, function of n, v, e. So if S is a function of alpha times of n, alpha times of v, and alpha times of e, and if it can be written as alpha time of S function of NVE, then we can say that this entropy is an extensive property. So the property changes with size of the system. This result is further unacceptable. Why? Because the mixing of gases considered here is a reversible process. The mixing of gases considered here is a reversible process. How? How we can see that it is a reversible process? Now, if we insert the partition back to its position, okay? Insert the partition back to its position in the system and obtain a situation which is same that we had before mixing. So we get the same situation that we had before mixing. If we reinsert the partition here. Okay. The entropy of the system, this combined system, should not change. This paradox is known as Gibbs paradox. But we have already seen that entropy after mixing should be 2 NKLN2. So this is a positive quantity. So entropy should change. But for being entropy to be an extensive property, the entropy should not change. So this is the paradox. And this paradox is known as Gibbs paradox. Now, how this paradox is resolved? It is resolved within the framework of quantum mechanics. This paradox is resolved within the framework of quantum mechanics. The molecules of an ideal gas are indistinguishable. Okay, the molecules of an ideal gas are indistinguishable. There are so many molecules. We take 1 mole of ideal gas, there are over 10 to the power 23 number of molecules, or of the order of 10 to the power 23 number of molecules. So molecules are indistinguishable. Now, in view of the indistinguishability of molecules, we can write partition function Q of the system equals to Q to the power n by factorial n, where Q is the molecular partition function, n is the number of molecules in the system, and factorial n, this is the permutation of the n number of molecules or n number of particles. Now, why this has been divided by factorial n? We have already discussed in our previous classes why this is to be divided by factorial n. Further, to recapitulate, I will say that if the particles are indistinguishable, n particles has n permutations among themselves and such permutation in any energy level do not give any new complexions. So there are n permutations among themselves in any energy level, and these permutations do not give any new complexion. So, in order to avoid overcount, we have to divide Q to the power n by factorial n. Otherwise, this will be overcounted. If we don't divide this by factorial n, this will be overcounted. Hence, the correct translational partition function for the ideal gas, therefore, this is the value of v to the power n factorial n h to the power 3 n 2 pi m beta whole to the power 3 n by 2. So, ln q equals to n ln 2 pi m a square beta whole to the power 3 into v minus ln n. Now, if we use this Stirling approximation, then we get ln q equals to n ln v plus 3 by 2 ln 2 pi m a square b minus ln n plus n. So, ln q equals to n ln v by n plus 3 by 2 ln 2 pi m a square beta plus 1. Therefore, S equals to u by t plus k ln q. So, this is equal to 3 by 2 nk plus nk ln v by n plus 3 by 2 ln 2 pi m by a square beta plus 1, because u equals to 3 by 2 nkt. So, this becomes equals to nk ln v by n plus 3 by 2 ln 2 pi m a square beta plus 5 by 2. Now, this equation is known as Secourt-Tedot equation. We have already discussed this equation. So, this is the Secourt-Tedot equation. Okay. Now from this equation, from this security rate equation, you just see nk equals to ln v by n plus 3 by 2 ln 2 pi m a square beta plus 5 by 2. Now from this equation, we see that the entropy of the two equal volumes of the same ideal gas before mixing, this SY I1 S1 plus S2 is equal to twice S, 2 nk ln v by n plus 3 by 2 2 pi m a square beta plus 5 by 2, where S1 equals to S2 equals to S. So using this security equation. After mixing, the entropy of the system becomes SF 2 nk, the volume has been doubled, 2v by 2n ln 2v by 2n plus 3 by 2 ln 2 pi m a square beta plus 5 by 2. Now both v and n are here doubled. Hence SF equals to 2 nk ln v by n plus 3 by 2 ln 2 pi m a square beta plus 5 by 2. We find that Sm equals to SF equals to Si. Here SF equals to Si. SF equals to Si. Or delta is equal to 0. And entropy is thus defined as a well-behaved extensive quantity. Now here entropy is there. Since delta is equal to 0, so on mixing the entropy does not change. Therefore, entropy here is a well-behaved extensive quantity. Thus, the paradox is resolved. So this is the Gibbs paradox. Okay? This is the Gibbs paradox. So, extensiveness of the entropy here is the key point to discuss for the Gibbs paradox. Thank you.